Howdy everyone, welcome back to Ride or Die. Today we're going to be taking a look at this Bagsmart Soar 6-liter camera sling bag that was sent over from the good people at Bagsmart for review. My opinions today are obviously my own, but they were kind enough to provide us with a 10% discount code. So if you're interested in that, I'll have that either in the screen or in the description down below or both. And you can find it there and save yourself a little bit of money if you're interested in this bag. This bag does a lot of different things. I think what we'll do now is we'll go ahead and switch to the overhead cam, talk a little bit about everything that it offers and all of the things that it can do. And then we'll come back and I'll provide a little bit of final thoughts. Okay, let's get into our Soar 6-liter sling. Starting from the outside, we have quite a few pockets and kind of hidden pockets. So looking here at the front, there is a zippered pocket that allows you quick access to this kind of bifurcated section. Hopefully you can see that there. Little mesh pockets may be great for SD cards, cables, things like that. There is a cheeky hidden little pocket here in the front that you can kind of unzip, and you can see that my hand is kind of between the primary pocket here and the outer linings. This might be a good place to hide stuff. So it might be a good spot for like an air tag or something like that. It's a neat idea, and I like that as a little flourish. We have the Bagsmart logo here on the front. It's a little bit more subtle than it has been on some of the other Bagsmart products. I like that. I like that it is not too flashy in that regard. At the bottom here, we've got these straps. I did throw my tripod on here, and it held it just fine. I was really surprised, to be honest. These are hooks, so you can hook and unhook these as you see fit, and you know, make these larger if you need to. That's very handy. And then on the back, you have the magnetic pouch with a key leash. So if you want to put your keys in there, it's a great way to do it. I really like this leatherized strip up here at the top. That's pretty flashy. I like the styling overall, but that's a nice touch. My only problem with this is that this pocket only fastens right here in the middle. So if you put something else in here and flip it upside down, it would probably fall out. So just something to kind of note. Looking at the strap is probably one of, if not the only, weak points of this bag. The strap doesn't get very large. So this is as far as it goes. It's absolutely going to ride high up on your back. If you're wearing it, if you try to wear it on your side, it's probably going to ride right up under your shoulder, or up under your armpit, I should say. So just something to kind of note there. This accommodates me as like an XL, but if you're a larger person than that, this is probably going to be a rough fit. Thankfully, you know, they have this clippable, unclippable strap here, so if you wanted to put an extension or something in there, you could do that, I would imagine. So with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the main compartment. You'll notice that the zipper on the main compartment, by the way, is rubberized, waterproof. This is meant to be waterproof material and waterproof zippers, but you have a nice kind of grab and go zipper leash, I guess I would say, and then you have lockable zippers, so you could put a little tiny lock on that should you want to. The interior is pretty much what we would expect from most different standard, I guess I would say, sling bags. It has the pocket here in the back. This is a polyester material. It feels like in the inside, it's a little less premium inside than it is outside. But you know, you could put your keys or wallet or something like that in here. Towards the front is a zippered pocket with mesh that you could put stuff down into and store things away. Again, more room for SD cards, different features and things like that. And then what I think is probably the best feature of this entire bag is a kind of hidden pop-out lens protector. So let's say that I'm out shooting for the day. I could put my camera in here like that. And I could also go ahead and throw a lens down in there. And my lens is pretty small, so it's not taking up a lot of that room. But you could fit a relatively sizable lens in there and have your carry ready to go for the day. Throw your tripod or monopod on the bottom and all your cards and stuff. And this would probably cover a lot of ground. For a lot of people, this would probably do it, and they could probably even just keep their camera in this. But I particularly like that this hides away. So if I go like this, bam, it is now just a usable open pocket, which is just a really handy feature. It's very cool. Also, I want to point out that as you're wearing this thing, it's going to kind of cinch things down, just kind of using gravity. So as you are wearing this, it's going to kind of pull on that and kind of compact the sling. So now that we've explored kind of all these features, let's talk about some of my thoughts about this bag overall. Okay, welcome back. So what are my final thoughts on this bag? I like it quite a bit. There are quite a few things about this bag that I think are pretty interesting. I like the styling of it. The styling is very reminiscent of the Bellroy line of bags, which I've really enjoyed the kind of like handmade look that those Bellroy bags can have, and I'm happy to kind of see it here. I like this kind of ripstop fabric. I like that it's waterproof. I like the waterproof zips. That does not mean that I'm going to take this thing out in a torrential downpour with my gear in it. I will not do a waterproof test on this because I don't personally recommend that you ever put your gear in that situation at all. You should be trying to get to high ground as soon as possible. So don't risk it. If you're really worried about water, put a plastic bag around your camera or something like that. Just protect yourself. I really like the magnetized pocket here in the back. I like the action that it has. I like the little key leash that's back here. This pocket, by the way, has I think this might be real leather, like a leather top to it that helps kind of snap it into place. It's just a little luxury touch that is pretty cool. I like the styling of this thing is almost like something that an astronaut would wear. I don't know how to describe this. It's got that lunar kind of gray color. This bag particularly, there's also an orange kind of variant that's out there. But it just looks somehow futuristic, and I can't totally explain it. I would potentially be a little bit worried about some of these lighter colors coming up dirty if you had your tripod here at the bottom and you were setting it down on different surfaces. That's certainly a problem. I know the Bellroy bags have a little bit of problem with staining. I didn't want to actually stain this one to try to find that out, so it didn't make sense to me to actively destroy this bag to see if the fabric would take a stain or not. But that's certainly a possibility. I could absolutely see that being an issue. I think my only real problem with this bag at the end of the day is this little strap. The strap really just needs to be a little bit longer. It could be 3 or 4 inches longer. I'm a relatively wide person. This is as wide as it goes. And if you were a larger person, this just would not fit you. It would ride way up on your back if it fit at all. So I do think that's a little bit of a knock. The fact that the strap comes apart, however, so that you could put some sort of an extension in there if that's something that you need, that's nice. So that's nice to be able to strap and unstrap this thing. I like that I can remove the padded shoulder strap piece here if I want to. And I particularly like, amongst all of the things that are out there, the little pop-out lens pocket. That pop-out lens pocket is so cool. I deal with a decent amount of photo video equipment in my daily life, and traditionally a lot of camera bags use these dividers that have Velcro on them. And so the interior of all the bags feels not great because it's a very Velcroable material. And then you have these dividers that have the hook part of Velcro on them, and you're sticking and unsticking those things as you're trying to like maneuver your gear around inside your bag. Your bag ends up getting really chewed up as a result. It's just not an ideal situation. So having this very kind of simply designed pop-out little pocket is weirdly ingenious. And what it means is that this bag can be used for other stuff. So I don't just have to use this for video and photo equipment. The fact that it doesn't have like a plethora of video and photo specific features in it is probably one of its better strengths. I could use this for pretty much whatever I want to. And if I happen to be shooting for the day and I want to take my camera out, or I want to take my tripod or a monopod out or something like that, I could do that. So that's all very nice, and I am thankful that it has that versatility. So yeah, I definitely would recommend this. I think it's pretty competitively priced, and especially against options like the Bellroy competitor that's out there that I think is maybe $100 more. This is a good solution, so I do recommend the bag. Again, really the only quibble is the length of this strap. That's a little bit of an issue. I think that's going to do it for me today. Thank you for sticking here to the end. If you're interested in picking up this bag, once again, we have a 10% discount code along with a link in the description down below, so you can save a little bit of money on it. If you like this video, if you could go ahead and give us a thumbs up. If you're interested in seeing more content like this in the future, go ahead and click on subscribe. And if you have anything to say about this bag, you're interested in it, you own it, or you have some maybe recommended alternatives, or you've used some other things like this in the past, feel free to throw that information in the comments down below to help out the community. But otherwise, thank you, and have a wonderful day.